Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I wear a bow tie, it matches Dad's drapes. I listen to him, he says we are apes. Life's been good to me so far.
Baby, go! 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 Your mother has an optometrist appointment that she's got to rush off to. They wanted to see her in person. We have no idea why. Hey, Wicket. Can you go downstairs and get me something to eat? I'm kind of getting hungry here and I can't really move. Because you're on my lap. And on my arm. And Jedi's napping. And I really want her to stay asleep, otherwise she might get fussy. Help a father out here. Please. Pretty please. I'll give you extra food tonight.
Hi, Jedi.
Your mother now lives on a shelf.
What are you doing?
Watching Jedi put fists in her mouth. Fists of fury! What'd the doctor say?
It's so strange. I can hear myself talking. Sounds weird. So the last scan they did, she said that I wouldn't be able to wear soft lenses anymore. But they redid the scan, and now it's different.
Okay, so what does that mean?
So they she has to reorder the contacts, and I can't concentrate because I'm listening to myself talk.
Mommy must be home. I found a random latte cup lying around. If you've ever wanted to catch a wild Diana, that's exactly what you gotta do. She's attracted to lattes like a moth to a flame. Today's question comes in from Alex Vizini, who's in a long-distance relationship currently, and it's got him thinking. He can text his girlfriend anytime and any place, but is that actually a good thing for a relationship? Having been in long-distance relationships before, I can tell you that long-distance relationships suck. LDRs. I've been in a few long-distance relationships, and not many of them succeeded. Actually, none of them succeeded. Diana and I were almost in a long-distance relationship. Sure, absence may make the heart grow fonder, but unfortunately, as you start to idealize how someone might very well be, that might not be them at all. You start to fall in love with the idea of somebody rather than that person themselves, and you get to know them for everything you want them to be rather than who they are. And hell, that's dangerous in any relationship. The problem in projecting yourself onto somebody else may be further exacerbated in a long-distance relationship because you're not there with them physically, and that's a big part of it. I feel for anybody in a long-distance relationship, especially if you can't change your circumstances at all. But it's a different story if you can change your circumstances, even if you can only change them in the distant future, but are not making moves to change your circumstances. If you're both serious about being together, you gotta be together. And don't just use technology to connect with one another, because you'll end up spending more time holding onto your phone than the person that you love. My first long-distance relationship happened before I knew what the hell I was doing in a relationship. I was young, very young. We used the phone to communicate throughout the week and then tried to connect with each other on the weekends physically. And that didn't work out because our lives were separate. And the next long-distance relationship I was in was when I first started to use the internet back in the early 90s, when a lot of people didn't even know the internet existed. That was fun. Most of our communications happened by way of text. We used BBSs, we used email, we used live text chat, because live video chat didn't exist, nor did any other form of communication that we now take for granted. We ended up spending more time apart than we did together. You really gotta spend time with someone to have enough ups and downs to know that you're going to work together. It's rather easy to tell someone how your day went versus having spent the day with them and experienced something together. Technology's there to help a relationship, not be the relationship. And what if one of you only wants to communicate when you're in the mood? Relationships don't work that way, but long-distance relationships might. Hey, Boo?
Yeah?
Do you think that tech helps a long-distance relationship?
You look really nice, by the way.
Oh, yeah! This came in from Renee Aravello. Thanks!
Looks really good on you.
Does tech help a long-distance relationship?
I think so. I think it helps it, but they're also tricky because you don't really know someone until you actually live with them, you know, day in and day out. And sometimes a long-distance relationship, you get to know all the positive things about the person, And it gives you kind of this false sense of this person is perfect, and you miss them, and of course you miss them, because we were in a long distance relationship.
You and I think alike.
Yeah, because you don't get to learn the, you know, annoying little habits people do, like, you know, Darth Vader stuff. That's just, you know, an example. People, like, they fart a lot. I didn't know that about you. I'm kidding. But seriously.
Or how they jump up on the back of chairs.
There's only so many emojis you can send, you know. The little kissy one and the heart one. Also, when you do get together, it's always really fun. You know, you get to enjoy it, and it's not necessarily just hanging out and, you know, being with each other from day in and day out. Because when we got together, we had fun, you know. We would eat chocolate and...
This is what constitutes a fun time with Diana. That's why she's easy to please.
We did. You introduced me to, like, crazy chocolates. I remember you would come to Texas, and I think we tried, like, different chocolate bars. Or you would give me a chocolate bar. It was fun. Oh, back when we were young and silly. Now we're old and mommy and daddy.
Yeah, that's not something you can do over a long distance.
I mean, you could.
Not really. Not with the other person.
You can, like, ship in some stuff if you need.
I think we kind of gave the same answers. Although, you're right. As I think about it, we were in a long-distance relationship. I said we were almost in a long-distance relationship. We've been together with each other physically for so long that I've kind of forgotten about that part. I didn't blank it out or anything. I remember all the good times, the chocolate.
I think technology could hurt a relationship. If I, like, posted a picture on Instagram or something with another guy, and you didn't know what was happening, and it could have been just a coincidence and something innocent, and you thought it was, like, you know, something crazy. Or, better, if someone tagged me in a picture with, like, another person that you thought maybe it was, like, cheating or something. Oh, you're right.
Trust and communication, important for any relationship.
That's a good point.
Too much technology can hurt you and the people around you. If you spend all day in front of a computer screen, no matter how large or how small, that's a problem. Did I just admit that? Boy, this new heat glove works really well.
I know, I love it.
I love it because it's red.
I love it because you can get grease on it and just wash it off. You know what's funny? Is that when I go out in public, I feel like I need to get ready, and I'm only going to see like 1 or 2 people if I go to the store. But when I'm here, I feel like I don't have to get ready, but more people are going to see me. I just thought of that.
Because of you.
Yeah, so I should be getting ready when I'm at home for the vlog instead of getting ready when I'm going to like the grocery store.
I don't think anybody passes judgment on.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a good point. Maybe that's why I feel that way towards the vlog, you know?
They don't pass judgment?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel closer.
Thanks to technology.
Yeah.
Boy, we are inside a conundrum today.
Yeah.
You will give me soup. You will give me soup. Doesn't look like my Jedi mind trick is working today.
Jedi's mind tricks will be very strong with you.
With me?
No, with your daddy.
It's the most wonderful time for some beer. Thank you, Robin and Ashley Elsner, for these stocking caps. You can tell which one's Diana's because hers sparkles. Mine doesn't. I don't sparkle. It's not what I do.
I love mine.
We also have some greeting cards from the Spores, the LaRoques, and my old friend Stan. Is this the last tortilla?
I think so.
Can you make more?
I want to try making some like bacon grease instead of oil.
I like that idea.
What do you think?
I like that idea.
I mean, do you think it'll be good?
I like the idea.
What do you think it'll taste like?
I like the idea.
about the idea.
It's the implementation. Someone's been listening to me. See, the last time I tried flour or anything, it didn't turn out. It just turned out to be like flour. Hot flour. Because I didn't really mix it in with anything else. Jedi and I are a bit upset because we cannot play with this PC's packaging.
Meat and pasta, how are you? How are you? I am gonna eat ya, nom nom nom, nom nom nom.
I just watched something that I haven't seen since I was a kid. It's Friday night, so I tend to get nostalgic. Cracks, aka the Crack Master. Oh my god, this thing freaked me out when I was a kid. I mean, I had nightmares from this thing that I watched on Sesame Street. I don't know what it is about Friday evenings that make me feel nostalgic. I love watching old stuff. I mean, stuff that's old now, stuff that was new back when I was not so old. When I look at where technology was when I was a kid, I try to put myself in the mindset of being a kid again. And then putting that in context to where kids are today. And I think I understand. I remember looking at technology and loving it. And I don't know if I love it as much as I did as a kid. I love it, but at a completely different level. I understand it, I respect it, I have some amount of perspective. And that's something that I didn't really have when I was younger. Maybe it's just that I'm struggling in being an adult trying to see things from a child's perspective. I really don't know if I'm ever going to know, or if anybody's going to be able to tell me. But until then, I'm going to enjoy remembering the way things used to be, looking forward to the future. If you liked today's effort, please remember to like this video, and if you share the link on Twitter, we'll be sure to retweet you.